Stokvels are a big part of our society. Not only do they provide a safe space to save, but also create social growth. The Stokvel Academy will be your guide on how to make the billions generated yearly within Stokvels work for you and your family.
Welcome again to our Stokvel Academy conversations. Stokvel is indeed a big business. Every day when I think about this Stokvel thing, I become overwhelmed. A lot of things impact on me in that, there's just focus on these big figures that are bandied about Stokvel. Today, I just want to reflect on the real hard work that goes into this Stokvel in terms of actually building something for ourselves as Stokvel members. As I indicated, that to me Stokvel is not just about contributing. That's the easiest part of it, that at the end of the month we expected to contribute 50 rands, 150 rands, or whatever the case may be. But there's something big here. We need to build something out of these Stokvels. It could be building your career. It could be building your business. It could be just as simple as just personal development within your Stokvel. Believe it or not, as passionate as I am about Stokvels, I also go through a lot of emotions in that I question myself as what impact am I making in the Stokvel community. And the only way I could make any meaningful impact is through conversations like this and focusing on aspects that will hopefully take Stokvels to the higher level. For this episode, my source of inspiration is one of my favorite authors, Tyler Perry. I've been reading his book and the title is Higher is Waiting. And I sincerely believe that higher is waiting for Stokvels. We cannot keep on talking about Stokvels, as I've always mentioned, buying things, saving a little bit, and having ideas as to how to go into business. We really need to start pushing now and work hard to make sure that we reach that high destination. As we say in the Stokvel Academy, that we're here to help each other, to create wealth. But how does that happen? I'll give you an example, an analogy that I picked up from this book. If you want to get water from the ground, we call it a borehole. It's not simple. This water is there, it's down there, but it's not on the surface. And it may be very tedious, it may be costly, but as Tyler Perry says, you have to keep on digging and digging. And I find a lot of Stokvels who say, oh, well, you know what, we don't have money, we don't have this, we don't have this. People are not digging enough to ensure that they achieve what they would like to realize out of their Stokvels. They look at the shallow surface, like at the end of the year, we have to share this money. Yes, someone might die. This burial thing within Stokvels, and I'm in no way insensitive about death and all that stuff, but I just feel that we are so obsessed about let's put money aside just in case someone dies. We don't actually look into other easy ways of taking care of death and rather rechannel that money into actually starting a foundation to create our wealth. So going back to this digging analogy, you need to start small, you need to dig a little bit and put in 150 rands and whatever the amount may be, and set a clear time horizon. It might take you 5 years to dig to actually discover this well that has got amazing water that you'll enjoy probably for the rest of your lives, or it will be a legacy for your children. So in a nutshell, what am I trying to say here? I'm saying as Stokvels, let us take an approach that says we are going to be digging, we are going to be working hard to actually build wealth for ourselves. If we don't take that approach, this is going to be just another talk show. As I was preparing to record for this episode, I was saying to myself, Busi, are you also contributing to the talk shows that you all know about? And I immediately said to myself, no, it can't be like that. So I'm appealing to my fellow Stokvel friends, families, viewers, that let us just reflect for a moment. And it doesn't have to be anything massive. It doesn't have to be something very big, but start somewhere. You need to actually be daring and, of course, have passionate about whatever that you want to do. I'm working on a project, being approached by one of my clients to actually try and get Stokvels involved in one of the franchise businesses. And I've been talking to a few Stokvel friends and family, and then it says, oh, franchise, that's big. Where are we going to get this money from? Already can you see there's a limitation. People don't see themselves as owning a business as a Stokvel, because one of the reasons is that we tend to be more individualistic as a Stokvel. It's my money. This money, I contribute it to help me with buying whatever or cover me in the event of death. We don't say let's dig together. Whoever owns mines in South Africa or wherever in the world, it's not a single individual who actually went digging that mine. The exploration, digging and everything to get that precious metal was a combination of a lot of things and a lot of resources. And the same principle applies to Stokvels. If we can just say we are going to build something bigger for our Stokvels, and that building, actually, I don't even have to take it far. When you build a house, what do? You have to dig a foundation. You have to do soil testing and all that stuff. So I'm saying as Stokvels, let us now move forward and say we are going to dig a foundation to actually build wealth for ourselves by getting in touch with different experts, getting advice. Because in the process of trying to build this wealth, you might even lose your money if you don't approach it correctly. Get in touch with people who would advise you, from a financial perspective, from the industry perspective, because there's different types of businesses. My business might not work for you. Try and research and talk to people and sort of, in a way, calculate your risk as much as you can. Business is always risky. So don't just go into this digging process blindfoldedly, Buzani bathi indlela ngesizulu, indlela ibuzwa kwabaphambili. Bayitsebang tsela e bayitsamayile. So hari bueli bayitsebang asikhulume nabantu abaziyo, abanye abekho accessible, but don't give up. Even if you've identified uMambusi as your coach or your mentor, but she's too busy to give time, don't give up. Just keep on digging. One day you'll meet someone who'll help you to actually build that solid foundation for your business. Thank you.